Greetings, welcome back to PinkOddBird. You guys, today we are back and we are going to continue on part 2 of working with our endless pile of strips. So if you recall in the last video, we got some of our bases down, and this was what the base of our tags were kind of looking like. We made a few different things like tags, maybe some pockets, maybe some flip outs. I don't know, we'll see what they are. And then we also did a couple of banners, which we haven't really done much with those yet, but I have those set aside. And then we also have some of our strips left over that I want to decorate as belly bands. So today what we are going to do is we're going to continue on in with our pile of these decorative pieces of paper that we have, and using them to thing the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip through here and see what I have done. It looks like we did kind of a lot in the last one, sort of. I mean, there's still more to do to these, but I guess these are all the ones that we got done for that phase. So great, I feel happy about that. Now these might be what we have left. Is that right? Okay, well, cool. So we'll finish up decorating these and then we'll move on to decorating the next phase. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is one that I had, I just made it. I'm going to stitch around this. I know that. And so it's going to be maybe like a double pocket on a page, something like that. So let's take some of our paper that's left over here. This is kind of cool. And what I can do is just measure this down and give it a trim. See if it'll fit on this little piece that we have here. So it would need to be cut down to about 2 1/4 by 8 1/4. So let's give that a try. And of course I want to leave the dress form in the image, so hopefully it's not more than 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Perfect. Ooh, perfect. So that still leaves us with another strip, but that's okay. We'll use it in another piece of our ephemera here. And then we're going to need it to cut down by 8 1/4. Let's start with this piece because there's a lot at the top there that we can trim off. And then the bottom, 8 1/4. Just cutting off a little bit of those wheels, and that's all right. Cool. So that's how it would be. And I guess I could kind of trim it here so that it matches. And I guess I'm just going to do that by hand. Oh, wait, I have my punch board. Punch board, where are you? Oh, here you are. Let's see if that'll work. So we would do this side. And then over here, maybe like this. See if that works. Oh, snappy wrappy. Okay, so it's a little bit uneven on this side, but oh, it's because it punched it a different way. Let me see something. Oh no. Okay, well that's okay. You know what? We'll just try and match what it did here. And I'm just gonna do this by hand, so it might be a little janky, but that's okay. And actually it goes in right there and it's supposed to go out like that. Okay, that'll do. It's good enough. All right, I'm going to get these edges kind of distressed with my vintage photo. Well, I hope that you guys were able to make some cool items with your, now if you wanted to, you could make this a third pocket, but I'm not going to be extra. I'm going to glue this one all the way down. I hope that you guys were able to make some cool things with your strips. I don't know if you guys were able to get all of yours done in one sitting, but I definitely had to come back for a part 2 because there was just no way. But I'm actually feeling good with our progress and where we're at right now, so I think this is great. Perfect. Cool. So now we have that, and then I'll stitch, and then we'll also have a pocket for the back. So that's done. What else do we have? We have this piece here, which it looks like this is kind of already done. What I might do is, well, is this, actually, I'm going to leave this how it is. This is going to be, we'll do something for this piece here that's like that. And then what else do we have? We'll have this piece here. This is going to be kind of similar to the last one that we just did. It's just smaller. So this can maybe be like a pocket and a pocket. So we will take maybe a piece of this. And yeah, I think that's cool. And I need to just measure so I can trim it down to the right size. So we'll trim it at 4.5 by, I guess 4.5 by 1.5. Let's see how that goes. And actually, I think I might want to use a different paper because I want to get some of these used too. So let's see, like this one maybe. See if this is 4.5 by 1.5. So 4.5. Ooh, perfect. And 1.5. Ooh, it's not straight. Whatever the last thing I did to it. And 1.5. Okay, cool. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna get this one glued down. I might do just one more with you guys, and then I'll come back so we can get a little bit more of the next phase into this video, since we kind of did a little bit of this in our last video as well. I think you guys are getting the gist of it, just using those strips as you best see fit. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do one more. What do we have here? This one. This one. This one's kind of like so-so because it has, oh, also, it's very crooked. So I'm gonna trim it with this scissors so that it's a little bit more intentional. There we go. Better. And I'll leave it like that because we'll add something else to this to make it more decorative. Okay, we've got a whole another one here. Okay, let's do this one. This is going to be another, that's going to be like a side pocket as well. So let's do, I know what we'll do. We're just gonna glue on here like this. And I guess we do need to make sure this edge on the open side is really glued down. The side part, not so much because I'm gonna stitch on it anyway. And let's just get some of our, oh, this needs to be lined up with here. Like so. And let's do a couple different ones for some variety. Like so. And let's get these leaves. And then I have plenty to cut off here and keep using so that we can keep kind of like the same color scheme going. So I'm gonna just trim these down and keep using them. All right, then we got here. Let's add some more glue. Get that edge really good. Here. It was very easy, you guys. So good and simple, and it's effective, right? So I'm happy for this. Let's give them a trim. And back to, oh, we need to add a little bit more glue. Okay. Back to this one. And this one will be the last piece. So good. I am very happy. Okay. And we'll cut these down. And this. And here. And here. Look at there. Wow. I love it. And then we just have a few little pieces left over. Cool. Okay, let me clear my space. All right, so I just have a few more here left to do. I will just be doing something very similar to the rest of these. Like this one is a double, so this one I can layer. So yeah, I'm just gonna be finishing up these, and then I will come up right on back here with you guys, and we will move on into the next phase. Okay, so here's what's left from the pile of things that I had set out for decorating, and they're kind of a little bit plainish still, so I'm going to add them to the pile of the original strips that I have left over, just to try and condense the number of piles that I have here. So I set these out because they're on really like thick cardstock, and I think I kind of want to use these maybe in a different way. So I set those aside for now. And then here is the strip pile that I have that's decorative strips. So that's what's left there. So I think for right now, what I want to do is move over into these banners situations and work on these for a little bit and get those taken care of. And then we'll go through the pile that we have done so far with our bases and our decorative papers and still add more on top of those. So with these banners, really simple on what I was going to do is just kind of like layering them together like so. And to do this, you can run a stitch, you can staple them if you want, you can glue them. I'm going to preliminarily just glue them together. So later on when I go and stitch, they're in their home how they should be. Just make sure you pay attention to how they're lining up so that they look how you want them to. So you can again use these as like tuck spots on your page, anything like that. And I'm just gonna layer them sort of so that they kind of cascade a little bit, and you just want to make sure that you don't do them wider than what your page is. So if your page is like 5.5, you want to make sure you're paying attention to that. This is almost 5 inches. So you can always just move this back in a little, which is what I think I will do. And I'm just going to put a little place holding strip of glue and set it down. So that will be a tuck spot on the page right there. Really simple. And let's grab a few more. All right. Again, you just want to kind of layer them however they look good to you. And I like the way that looks. And on this one, I can get this one distressed a little so it kind of blends in. And actually, I might add a little bit of stamping to it, maybe. Let's see. So distress it down a little. Oops. And then I'm going to take a little of my stamp here and just stamp across it. So it has some decorative behind there also. Not too stark. I don't want it to be too decorative though either, because I do want it to have that contrast. And now I can't remember how I had this. I think like that looks good. Let's see, like that. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I'm just going to place them down and add my glue holder here, because like I said, I am going to go back and stitch. Make sure they're even. Perfect. Okay, let's do this one now. And you can see I'm doing some like longer, wider, however, you know, it doesn't matter. You can do it however you see fit. Let's see. Like that. That would be kind of cool. There. And there. Okay. And then let's do one more, and then I'll finish the rest offline and come back and we'll do the next phase. That's perfect. And then again, I'm going to give this a stamp. I need more ink. Okay. And layer, layer, layer. Layer, layer, layer. Oh, I gotta distress it. I guess you could use any color distress that you want, and you also don't have to distress. It's optional. Totally optional. Okay, there we go. I wish I could remember how I first had this. It looked really good. Oh, Jiminy. I guess that'll be fine. That'll have to do. Spending a lot of time. I need to drink some water also. I need to get some water. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to get a sip of water and I will do the other. Oop, too much glue right there. I'll do the others. And then we'll come back and do the next phase. Didn't even touch on that one with glue. There we go. Make it even, make it Steven. There we go. Okay, cool. I'll do these. I'm going to get some water and I'll be right back. Okay, perfect. Banners are complete and I love them. All right, so we're going to set these aside for now. Some of them I probably will do a little bit more to them, but that's for later. It's phases, guys. It's phases. All right, so I'm going to reach back on over into this pile. And some of these, like, I don't know, like this might be, I don't know what this might be, but I'm just going to leave this one as is for now. There's nothing else right now that I need to do to this, nor this. I mean, I am going to stitch on it. This one also, I will leave it how it is. This one as well. What I'm looking for is something maybe like this that can use like maybe some background to it. So I might add some of my little background stamp like that to give it a little bit more like interest, texture to the background. And then on this one, I think I also might give this one a little bit of a colorful border on the distressing. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh. Very cute. All right, so that already has some nice addition. Nice little addition to it. Makes it look a little bit more interesting. Set this one aside for now. And same on those. So this one I will probably do the same, like adding a little background to it. And I also want to distress it, but with vintage photo. Once we do this part, we'll be ready for the next phase. So distress. And on this one, what I think I'll also do is use the stencil like that. Maybe like this. Perfect. So that one's great now. And this one, same thing. I will give this one a distress. I'm going to make sure we seal those edges, and then I will use that same stencil and get some more decorative. Ugh. Okay, and we'll get a little bit right there. Great. Okay, that one's fine. That's fine for now. Fine, fine. These are okay for right now. You know, when I was thinking, you guys, I am running out of, like, I don't know, I guess I can see what we can do with our stickers and stuff like that. So that I'm trying to, it's no buy, no die, create on the fly is the challenge. So no print wasn't in the, no print was not in the restrictions. So I was kind of considering, like, oh gosh, do I need to like print out some like focal images for some of these, because you know, this one needs like something right here, because I'm running out of like focal images. But before we go into printing, I'm going to see what other choice or option we might have available to us. I don't know how I totally missed doing a whole piece right there. Let's pop this one in here. Okay. Better. And this one should have some decorative paper on it. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why. That's a nice piece. Okay, so we'll use that, and need one more little something. Maybe a piece of this. Sure, why not? All right, I'm gonna just glue this piece down because I like how that looks a lot. Cool. And then I'm just gonna cut like a little overlapping piece and overlap them. Like I kind of want it to be kind of off to the side a little, maybe. I don't know. I guess I could make it even, but kind of like the idea of it being a little off the side. Like that. And then we can always add something else to it later, but I like that better now. Okay, and then here, all right, so it looks like on this one we would just need to distress. I don't have my black sit, but I guess I could maybe use the pink one. That might look cool also. But for now, this one's okay. This is okay for now. Okay. Okay, okay. This one's also okay for now. Okay, so this one needs a little distressing on it also. Maybe with the vintage photo on that one. Cool. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same on this one. But on this one, instead of using the stamp, I'm going to use the stencil also. And if you guys want to leave your background plain, you can do that too. So it's really just up to your own preference. Okay. That's this one. I'm gonna distress the edge a little on this one. Make it look more finished. Okay. And then on that one, I might just use a little bit of this stamp to give it a little background. Just a tinge Reno. That's better. Okay, so we already did that one. I don't know why I did that one ahead. And that one too. This one, and this is the last one, which we're gonna do more to that also. But I wanted to get some of these like distressed and stuff. So this one, maybe we will use, maybe we can try this distress ink on it. See if that'll work. Hopefully, maybe we can do a little stencil with it maybe. Oh yeah, very cute. That's great. I'm going to do a tiny little piece right here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so let me swap this before I accidentally dip it in the wrong color. Let's move these out of the way. Now, let me collect my thoughts and I'll be right back. Belly bands. So before we move forward, I forgot that we have to get these done. I think I have a total of 6 of them here. I already made sure that they're cut down to the right height for my pages. Again, these just started out as some of the strips that were in the scrap box. And since we have some leftover decorative papers, what I think we'll first start out doing is, you guessed it, collaging some of these papers onto the belly bands. Now, let's see, I do want to kind of make them a little bit cohesive since they're all like going to be on one. So let's see. And I know that I can only do so much with what my my things here are going to permit. But let's see. So we have that piece there. That could work. And I think that's kind of actually just fine how it is. And I will be stitching around mine, so I'm just adding enough glue to hold it down for now. Okay. And let me get the excess. Great. And the next one, it's really pretty paper. All right, let's just tear. Piece, okay. And I'm going to glue this one down. And I do have some of my like leftover like papers and stuff from the side here. So if I want to, I can also come in with a little bit of these and just add like a different paper element to them, which I think I will do that because I mean, it is still a scrap. Okay, like that. Cool. And maybe I'll do, can I do one more little piece maybe? Piece of something here, just for extra texture, design. I feel like we might actually use all of our decorative scraps that were pulled. I sure hope so. That would be really nice. Okay. Next, this one, and I'm gonna just glue this down. It's a belly band, you guys. You can decorate these any way you want to, but the way that I'm working through mine is based on like how my scraps are. So if your scraps are different, or maybe you're not actually using scraps, using something else in your stash, you know, it just depends on what you're doing. Just do whatever you see fits best for you. Oh, that is distressed also. Cool. And maybe take a little piece like that, perhaps. Great. Okay, so we'll set that one off. Next, we've got this one here. Got a little piece of, ooh, that's pretty. So maybe on this one we can make it like a double belly band, maybe. Ooh, that would be cute. Okay, so here, where's my, let's use, yeah, let's use this one. This punch here. Okay. So on this one, I'm going to trim off that excess. Don't need that. And then I'm just going to take my glue pop this down in the center. And then this one, love this. Layer it just like that. And if you want, you can glue this completely down. I am going to let it be potentially a second belly band, so like a belly band on top of a belly band. But you can do whichever one you prefer. It's a little bit shorter than the cutout, but that's okay. It kind of makes it a little bit like a border. Plus I'm gonna stitch around this anyway. Cool, so that's that one. All right, that's 3 down. We got 3 more to go. And then I think we might have to, oh no, we got 4 down. We have 2 more to go. And then I think we may have to come back for the next video, but we'll see. We might have to though. Oh, I think I pulled out extra strips is what happened, I think. So I only need 2 right now. Which I think we did get a good amount done in this video. I'm happy with it overall. And we'll see what we come back and do for the next episode. Cool. Now I think that punch might be too big to do both sides, but let's see something here. I love that this pile is whittling away. It makes me so happy. Got this piece here. And I could overlap them a little and turn it into, let me cut down the excess here. So ultimately, I'm just happy because this is a way to utilize these strips. And by any means necessary, I am not mad at it. Okay. Let's trim this one on down. There we go. And then what I'll do, and I make sure they're both the same height, is we'll cut this one down. And then I'm just going to use my glue on the edge of one and on the back edge of the other. And voila! Now we've not only used 2 strips, we have created a little piece for this belly band that's wide enough. Yay! Perfect. And on this one, I am going to distress the edge with the brown. Since the paper is brown, I think that's going to look really nice. And might as well just do it right now. So you guys, I don't know. I think we might call it on this video, and I think we may come back and do a little bit more for the next video. I haven't counted how many pieces of ephemera this here actually is, but I'm pretty sure it's a good amount. So I apologize for not being able to get all of this into one video, but I'm trying to do my best. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it. And maybe doing some cool things on your end as well with all of these pieces of paper. And on the next video, I would hope that maybe we can at least get these pieces of ephemera done and see what else needs to be done, because I have a very limited amount of time to get these books done because I've got to move on for my other projects coming up. So it's taking me a while to do these, but I'm going to have to, shorten up the ephemera phase and move on. And the books will just, when I put them in my shop, obviously, I obviously know how to price my stuff based on how much work is done. So, it's going to be pretty good, I think. They will be available in my Etsy. And I'm going to distress here. Okay, last one, and then yeah, I think we're going to be done for today's video, and then we'll come back in the next video. Actually, you know what? There was one more thing that I wanted to do to these before we go, actually. So let me do this last one and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that the belly bands are done, well, the base is, I want to see about using some of these little punches that we did, also using the strips of paper. And I'm just going to randomly put some down. And if you want, you can distress these, you can spray them, you can do whatever you want. You can leave them as is. I'm gonna try and leave mine as flat as I can, really, because I don't want the ephemera to like hog up too much of the book by taking up space. So I'm just gonna use some of these little shapes that I've already punched out and decorate down the pieces of the belly bands. It's very simple, but I think it looks pretty cute. Maybe add some pieces of little fabric or texture, some kind of fibers, something like that. All right, so I'm trying to stick with like the color themes here. So on this one, let's see, I might just do half of it, like right here, and then cut this piece off. And use this maybe down here. I think that would be cute. All right, cool. So that works. And like I said, you can distress over them. Like on this one, I might tone that down a little bit. Maybe on all of them, I think that looks really kind of good, actually. So you can just run a little distress tool over these and add a little bit more dimension. Or you could leave it as it is. It's up to you. I like it. I think it looks cute. Okay, cool. And then of course I am going to stitch on this. So that's one. And the next one, same idea. Get our little pieces down as you see fit. And trying to use like colors that I want to use here. It's great. Super good way to get these scraps used up. I'm very very happy with the way like the usage process of these is going. Very happy. Because then it's not like you're just throwing stuff away in the trash, you know? It's actually being useful. Let's see, maybe one of these little pink hearts, or let's see, help me. Pink heart, pink heart. Pink heart. And oh, one of my little distress crayon butterflies. Very cute. And then I'm just going to run over them with a little bit of distress. I really like the way this looks. It probably isn't picking up too very much on the camera. It actually is adding a little bit of an effect to it in person. Okay, so cute. All right, let's do the others and then we'll move on, and that'll be it for today, you guys. Very cute, all these little different shapes. Such a good usage. And because a lot of these scraps came from like the same project, it's very like cohesive kind of as far as like the color elements are going. So that's like a win-win. A win-win-win. Let's get one of these little stars here maybe. Well, maybe not the black one. Let's see. Got one of these here. They almost look like, I don't know, spiky planets. And then I'll put one of these little hearts here. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. No. That's my distress ink side. Or distress crayon side, I should say. Cool. And I'm going to do it like this. And I think I need to add one more something at the bottom here. Maybe here's where one of the black stars can go. Very cute like that. And maybe something up here at the top. A pink heart maybe. Here. And distress. Oop, that was a lot. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. And I'm going to cut these excess off. Perfect. I want to add one more thing here. No? Yay, nay. No say. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now. So on this one, I think, let's see, maybe we can do, ooh, yeah, this would be cute. This one's going to be a little bit more structured. The other ones are a little bit more like random and freestyle. Right down the center. No! Got it. I got it. I got it. And let's do another heart. Another heart. And perfect. Oh, I'm gonna have to distress this one. There we go. Blend it in, blend it in. Where's my lid? Oh, there. Very cute. Okay, this one, I really like this paper itself. So what I think I might do is maybe we'll bend some butterflies so they have a little bit of like lift to them, and just add a couple here and there so they look like they're kind of flying on the paper. So bend. Like that. And one more. Okay, so this one here, same thing. I'm just going to glue some of our little elements down. This one's going to be another more random one. All right, friends, so this is going to be it for today's video. I think we did get a good amount done. We still do have more to do, but I'm happy with the way that these turned out. We've got our belly buns, our belly bands all done. I probably will run through maybe and distress some of these, maybe not. We'll see how I feel. But I think it's really, really cute overall. And then we were also able to get a little bit more complete on our base of our pieces of ephemera here. And then we also went through and did our banner tuck spots. So I think that's going to conclude today's video. I feel happy with the stopping point that we're at. And I hope to have the next video up really soon. Like I said, I have to get this process into high gear now because I've got a lot of things that are starting to pile up on me that I need to start, getting done and working through. So I'm really happy with how they're turning out so far. We still have a little more to do, like I said, but I'm happy with this. I hope that you guys like this like phases thing. I'm sorry for those of you who like to have everything done in one video. That's just, it's not the reality like when you're working on it, and it's not really the reality for me for the way that I create and film my videos either. But I hope that this is at least helpful and beneficial. And if nothing else, maybe I'm at least able to keep a little bit of you guys, a little bit of company while you're crafting also. So, whatever the case may be, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe for videos. I'm trying to post at least once a week, which I've been definitely hitting that goal. Maybe upping the ante a little bit more as we approach the end of these books. In case you don't notice, these are not just like random videos. This is a succession that we began by pulling out papers from our stash, and I've got books preset off to the side. Well, they're not actually books yet. They're just signatures. But anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.